Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine now. Russia, just go home.
Warning: sensitive content.
Hello, all of you, noble souls, and the in-house Supreme Master Television team, as well as the global Supreme Master Television team, and all who support it, as well as everyone on this planet. I wish you well. I wish us a peaceful world. I wish us a vegan world so that there's no more suffering caused by any reason at all. Because we are the children of God, we should never experience any suffering. God doesn't want that to happen. I thank you anyway for continuing to work with me to keep Supreme Master Television alive, because right now we really need that. We need this connection with the divine through a physical means such as Supreme Master Television, by many networks, by all the internet systems, communication systems, radio systems, etc. I do also thank all of these facilitating channels for broadcasting our TV to the world at large. I thank all of you. May God bless all of you, multiplied, with or without you asking. Oh, I just remember now, I have been, the king of the zealous demons has contacted me and given me some friendly and hopeful words. The king of zealous demons was absolutely friendly and respectful, and we had a very good conversation. Well, anyway, according to that, I really pray and hope that peace will come soon, a matter of weeks. But still, saying that, I also feel unsure, because humans can create havoc and not work according to God's will. So many times, peace could have come to us, but then it slipped away again. I hope this time it will not. May you know yourself soon, as soon as yesterday, so that you stop doing things that are against God's will, against your own original God nature. Stop all the killing, stop all the wars. Be vegan, please. Please, you will see the difference in your life. You will experience miracles. You will live long, healthy, happy, contented, and feel guilt-free. Your conscience will be clear. Amen.
Please continue watching to find out more. On Saturday, August 5th, 2023, during her deep meditation retreat to help the planet, our most beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, graciously sent a loving message to the Supreme Master Television team globally, all its supporters and the whole world, reminding us about the urgent importance of forsaking all violence for the sake of lasting peace on earth. Master also kindly shared some portions of her friendly and insightful conversation with the king of the zealous demons.
Hello, all of you, noble souls, and the in-house Supreme Master Television team, as well as the global Supreme Master Television team, and all who support it, as well as everyone on this planet. I wish you well. I wish us a peaceful world. I wish us a vegan world, so that there's no more suffering caused by any reason at all. Because we are the children of God, we should never experience any suffering. God doesn't want that to happen. But unfortunately, we have the free will, and sometimes we just don't know how to use it correctly. And then, when we have some negative tendencies or thoughts or wishes, then the negative power can just jump in and use that negative energy from our thinking or our action or our tendency to kind of direct it into a different way, into a different direction, and cause our lives misery, suffering, agony, or furthermore, cause even war, catastrophes. And I don't want to think about it, but it could even destroy our world, our planet. I wanted to talk to you, all of you, but it has not been easy for me to do that. There are some reasons, but the main reason was that I was too sad to even want to utter any words, good or bad. In my desperate mood, I asked God, please tell me if anything else I could do to help humans. Has told me, your people miss you, talk to them. Well, that was not what I expected, but if God intervenes for your sake, I must obey, surprised though I was by his advice. I have been doing many other things, of course, inside and outside, to try to mend our difficult, troubled planet and very turbulent world. If where you are, you experience some peace, some safety, and some kind of feeling of security for your life or your loved ones or anything concerning you, then be grateful. Be grateful. Every day you must thank God and pray to God to keep it that way, because we never know what comes next, and what comes next may be irreparable. Well, I want to thank all of you, the in-house team, the global team, and all the supporters in any way of Supreme Master Television, because that's the only way we can do our best physically to try to save this world, to try to remind all the souls on this planet to work according to God's will, not according to our own ego and ambition, lowly ambition. To have ambition to kind of protect our lives and to continue to survive on this planet is okay, but sometimes the ambitions not directed correctly could harm us, harm our loved ones, and furthermore, it could damage everything on this planet. If we don't learn to curb our tendency to be selfish, to be arrogant, or to be greedy, just to amass things for ourselves without considering our big family, that is the whole world, including all the animal people and other species. I thank you anyway for continuing to work with me to keep Supreme Master Television alive, because right now we really need that. We need this connection with the divine through a physical means, such as Supreme Master Television, by many networks, by all the internet systems, communication systems, radio systems, etc. I do also thank all of these facilitating channels for broadcasting our TV to the world at large. I thank all of you. May God bless all of you, multiplied, with or without you asking. Oh, I just remember now, I have been, the king of the zealous demons has contacted me and given me some friendly and hopeful words. I hope this time is correct and not false flag again, because many times things were supposed to improve, But then the human race did not contribute any more good energy into this project to help to save our world. And they instead doing some other things which is very negative and sometimes break part of this constructive energy network. So things change to a lower direction again. So you can see the war sometimes gives some hope, like it's going to be over. And then the next days or few days later is the opposite direction. Humans' minds are the worst enemy. It could be our best friends as well. Depends on how we use it. Anyway, the king of zealous demons was absolutely friendly and respectful. And we had a very good conversation. Well, anyway, according to that, I really pray and hope that peace will come soon. A matter of weeks, but still, saying that, I also feel unsure because humans can create havoc and not work according to God's will. So many times, peace could have come to us, but then it slip away again. I hope this time it will not. Because sometimes the demon troops make a truce with my peace troops, but then they broke it, as humans had no sincere repentance or had not progressed much in their spiritual evolution. So the demons were forced into menacing humans to drown more deeply into a destructive pattern. And so, consequently, I was also up and down in my hope and fight with these different waves of changes in world peace. So I also had no mood for talking to you or to the world about anything. I was very disappointed a lot of times. I know you understand. And he told me many other small talks, and details, but it's not convenient for me to tell you all. It's just a big summary like that only. And I asked him what he and his subjects will do if peace comes to us. He said, well, if there's no more killing, then peace will stay and they don't have to do any work, so-called dirty work and brutal work anymore. And they'll be happy to retreat somewhere into the mountains of Africa. And they will just be more happy with that. I said, what would you do then all that time together? He said, well, plenty of things to do. We can frolic together, have fun, and have some creative things to do. And I said, what will you eat then? Because normally you have to kill to eat. So he said, we won't have to eat that type of things anymore. I was so happy to hear. He said, if there's no more killings, they don't need to do any work anymore. I said to him, I will do my best also to bring peace into this world. And not just for humans, but for animal people, because they are innocent, they're helpless, they're defenseless, they're voiceless. And my heart cries almost every day for them, not just for humans. He told me also how peace will come, but I do pray that whatever he told me will really come true. But I'm not at convenience to tell you right now. After peace, maybe I will tell you, because I have written it here so I won't forget. For example, some of the things I asked him, I can tell you, like, okay, and you, zealous folks, what will you do then? So he said, well, when no more killing karma, we will retreat to African mountains. And I have agreed and promised that they can all stay there with all my love as well. I felt so much love for them at that time when we were talking with the king. And he said, we will live together quietly in peace. That's what he said. So I said, wow, I wish you all well with all my love. Tell me if anything I can do for you people. So the king said, nothing we need, thank you. Then I asked, but how you live? What would you eat then? So he said, we need no more food as before. We frolic in freedom. So I said, oh, my God bestow abundant love and grace and blessing upon you, the king, and your people. So the king said, thank you. I asked again, what makes you so loving and friendly to me today? And now, what makes you supportive of my peace wish and plan? So he said, your zero tolerance of violence, touch, words, zealous demons. So we help you to achieve peace. And I said, how could you know my heart's true feeling and all related to peace? So the king of zealous demons said, we, zealous demons, have ability to observe from afar. I asked him, but by what means can you judge me? So the king said, by your talk, your writing. Yeah, he probably read all my slogans on Supreme Master Television and what I talked about in my lecture or when I talked to you, the team. So I said again, well, thanking all of you, especially the king here. Love you all so much. Please, farewell. Come see me. We talk anytime you want. If anything you want, anytime. Or if anything I can do for you, please tell me. May God elevate your status of evolution and bless you all and give you all you need. Just in this moment, I feel your love and closeness. I feel reluctant even to part with you and say goodbye to you. I miss you already. Yeah, we did really have this kind of intimate contact and feeling, and I feel like he's my friend or my family member even. That kind of closeness and love I felt when I was talking to the king of the zealous demons. This is a long, I am talking again, this is a long awaited moment. It's incredible. Thank you so much for it. Please help humans to be godlike again. Anything more you want to say, King? So the king said, no, King of Kings of Kings. That's what he addressed me as. They have been addressing me like that since last year. Not just the demons God, but other heavens people. I don't know what I'm a king of kings for. In the beginning, they addressed me just as king of kings. And in recent months, they addressed me with an extra two words of kings. So that is king of kings of kings. Actually, I don't like it much when they address me thus. It takes more time for me to register. Sometimes the spelling slips away and rechecking must be done again. I'm busy enough already. So they all, including heavens, have been reminded not to include this title when conversing with or messaging me. But they often forget. Nevertheless, it is already better than before. Before, every couple of sentences, they kept repeating this title, and it just long-winded for me. So during all this conversation, he repeated it only one or two times. Thank God for that. I'm tired also, they have a lot of energy. But my tank sometimes is empty, my battery is sometimes low. They don't understand that. I don't think so. So I said, all right, please feel free to go with all your people. Again, all my love to all of you. So long for now. Be with God. Be loved. Be blessed. Be happy. That's what I said to him. And then my feeling, I wrote it also extra here. All of a sudden, I feel so much love for you, as if I could go live among you in peace, love, and friendship. God love, God bless, my friends. That is my note of my conversation and feeling with the king of zealous demons. They changed completely. They were not so zealous as before. Before there was more aggressiveness when they tried to tell me all kinds of fake news and were deluding me and all kinds of stuff and make trouble for me a lot. So I had told the protectors to block their messages, and they're talking to me since long months. But somehow this time the king's reception came through. While I was trying to communicate with some higher heavens God, and suddenly now everything changed. I do hope then this is a sign of real peace. Peace will come soon and peace will last forever. And humans, we have more time to repent, to pray for forgiveness from God and from other beings whom they harmed and hurt in any way, in war or in daily slaughtering, just to eat. While we have plenty of food on the planet, God gives us so much, so much, so much. Anything we eat would give us enough nutrition if we pray to God to bless our food. But it's okay, we could eat abundantly with all kinds of flavors from the vegetable and fruit kingdom. We don't need to kill kicking, living, breathing beings like animal people just to satisfy our taste. The vegan diet is really tasty already. Every day I enjoy it so much. And I wonder how come no one else enjoys it. I mean, those who still do not believe in vegan. Recently, since I last talked to you, I do not feel really well inside and outside my heart, and I thought I could never want to speak again with anyone. I thought this world is so helplessly enchanted by the negative power that I would not have enough chances to rescue them or to talk reason into their ears or into their hearts. So I just kept quiet all these months and not talking to you. But those who are working with me directly or almost directly know that I'm still working for the world. I'm working side by side with you all the time by sending you news, directing you on what shows to make, correcting the mistakes of other shows, or approving this and that. And even the letters like award letters and all that I have to take care. And business I also have to take care so that we can continue to support our Supreme Master Television, to try as much as we can to remind people to be godlike, to be compassionate as the children of God, and to remember God, not to be engulfed always in the material comfort, because these don't last. If we don't live according to God's commandments and will, then nothing will last, including this whole planet. I'm still having hope to save it. I'm still having hope to save humanity and the animal people so that we can live together in peace with all beings that God has created for us. I work with you all the time, every day. I don't have any vacation. I don't have holidays. And often, every night I can't sleep for feeling the pain of the planet, of all beings who live on it, and feeling the wrath of heaven, of God, because God and heavens feel the pain of the beings on this planet, of the humans, of the animal people, and of other species, including big trees and plants. They would be willing to die for us if necessary, but what we do, killing them, taking their lives, agony-wise, is not necessary. It has never been necessary to kill anything. Every religion, first foremost commandment is, you shall not kill. You shall treat others the way you want to be treated. If you don't want to be killed like the animal people in the slaughterhouse, if you don't want to be chained, tortured, tormented all your life until you die in agony like that, then you imagine the animal people, they also don't want it that way. All living things want to stay alive until God calls them home. So please, please, be vegan, make peace. Treat others the way you want to be treated. That's very simple. Be vegan, make peace. Then everything else will go smoothly, peacefully, and your life will be extended, and love and peace will prevail in our world. Not suffering, not war, not sorrow. I have been saying almost all these things many decades already. Okay, not everyone listens to me or listens to other wise teachers or wise friends. But we still continue to keep Supreme Master Television, even though we have to work day and night for it. Me too, yeah, you know that. Every day we exchange work and, consult on all these shows. I have to check all the shows before they air. And I have to write many other things as well to incorporate into the shows. And you, all of you, work so hard. I truly appreciate it and love you so much for it. All of you, the team members. May God bless you, bless you, bless you, love you, love you, love you. And protect you, protect you, protect you, wherever you are. Because your work is so important, so important. Sometimes people, your brothers and sisters, or even outsiders, wrote to me, in a hotline or in a letter or in their thought, thanking Supreme Master Television for guiding them and bringing them back to their godlike self, that they became vegan, became a peace advocate, became an animal people activist, etc. Oh, my heart just sings with joy. Otherwise, all day long or night long when I have to do the shows and we have to see the animal people suffer in the slaughterhouse, because the truth we have to show. My heart is just in pain and pain all the time. And sometimes it also affects my body, that I feel not well, sick. And sometimes the pain translates into physical pain as well. But I just bear it all for the sake of peace and compassion from all of the people to other beings, weaker beings. I don't mind to bear the pain. Sometimes the karma is so strong that even the strongest medicine doesn't help me at all, so I just bear it. I just feel a little better these last couple of days, yes. But anyway, I could bear more. I tell God, if this really helps to save this world, to lessen the suffering of humans and all beings on this planet, please don't mind me moaning in pain. Just give me more pain if it helps. It's just that if it's too much, then I cannot work. I cannot work for you, for your children. So just let it be that it's bearable for me, so that I can still concentrate to do the work that you allotted to me with all my humble gratitude for this privilege and honor, because not everyone has such a beautiful and honorable job as the job that I'm doing, and as the job that you're doing as well. We work together, side by side, even though we're not together. But I always remember you, the team members of Supreme Master Television. I remember all your sacrifice, all your hard work. But please do meditate 3 times a day as usual. Please don't forget that. You must, in order to work well, to do the job properly, and to breathe more positive, uplifting energy into your work. I'm doing that as well, of course. And I always am very grateful to God for such good people like you, such noble spirits and wonderful souls that you are. You are my friends. You are my family members. You are my best relatives. You are my husbands, my wives, my lovers, my best. Even though we're not together, but our relationship is like that for me, because we only dedicate our soul, our heart to our work together, looking in the same direction, going in the same path, having the same goal, offering the same effort. So only good partners, only good couples would do this together. I really appreciate that, and I love you so much from all my heart. We don't always need to use human language to express this, because language is never enough to tell you how much I love you, how much I appreciate you. We still keep Supreme Master Television, even though I feel that it's working too slow to go into humans' hearts. But it does work. It does work. It does help. Even if we work so hard, but if just one more soul escapes hell and doesn't suffer eternally for eating meat, for killing the animal people, directly or indirectly, our effort is still worthwhile. One person not suffering in hell is one person's whole world for him or her, you know that. Suppose one of us suffer in hell. Imagine how we would like to be free from it. So that's why we have to work hard. That's why we work with our enthusiasm, our heart, our mind, our soul, and our prayers every day, and our physical bodies. We are all mostly not getting any younger, but we still work hard like young people. And I'm very proud of you. Please do take good care. If you are sick, you must rest. Ask a doctor for advice and take the vitamins I told you of every day. Eat well. If any complaint, not enough food, or any problem, let me know. I ask you by writing here and there, now and then. But if you have something, you have to write to me. Don't wait for me to ask. Okay, my friends, my love, my family, I'm very happy to have you on this planet, so I don't feel so lonely. I feel supported. I feel loved. I feel privileged to have you. And I thank God every day for your work, for your presence on this planet. And by the way, I just want to say to our viewers and the people at large, please stop killing each other. Please stop all the wars. Because every cut, every injury, every hurt, don't hurt others, just like you don't want to be hurt. Don't kill the animal people. Don't hurt the animal people, just like you don't want to be killed like that. You don't want to be hurt like that. Please stop all the wars. Please shut down all the killing slaughterhouses. Please stop all the hunting. The poor animal people, they are helpless. They are beautiful. Every time I see animal people shown on Supreme Master TV, I always tell them, you are beautiful. Bless you, bless you. Because they have souls like we do. And they have feelings of emotion, of intelligence. They know God more than we do. Mark my words. The animal people are more connected with God than many of us are. Except the spiritual practitioners of different schools, especially the ones who practice the light and sound method, like the Kuan Yin method that we are doing. They are connected with God. But the animal people, they are more connected, more naturally connected. They didn't even have to practice any light and sound method. Every day, every second of their lives, they are connected with God. They have telepathy. They communicate with each other. They communicate with humans.
When the alpha male returned after a while, I was lying down almost asleep. He stood cross-legged in front of me, looking down at me with a very inquiring look of evaluation. And I had the question fall into my mind as his question, which was, "Who are you?" with a slight air of suspicion. I simply projected to him that I was there peacefully, just in a state of being, and right away he accepted me. And I got the distinct silent impression in my head from him, saying, "Seeing as you wanted to be with us, then do as we're doing and dig with me." And so I did.
What motivates me to communicate with animals, because I love animals. I love being able to feel who they are, and also feeling the difference between all their different minds. But above all, it's really to further the cause of animals. It's to be able to show people that perhaps don't have the same sensitivity, that they have consciousness, that they have thoughts, and that they have emotions.
Many times a dog person walks in your neighborhood for no reason. No, he wants to tell his or her owner something. It's just that all the neighbors are deaf and dumb. My neighbors' dog people, everywhere I go, they always tell me something. Either to comfort me, to welcome me, to thank me, or to warn me of something, of danger, or of something that I must pay attention to. The bird people, the seagulls, the blackbirds, so many birds, I forgot the names. They have names. What I mean is I forgot their race. At the moment, I just forgot. The black one, the black and white one, the seagull with different colors, and the fox people. Oh, they all tell me things every day. And when I'm sick, they know it. Oh, they cry outside my place. And I say, what's going on? Are you hurt or something? Anything wrong? One of the kings of the seagulls. They don't just have one king. Every group, every region of seagulls have a king. So maybe there are several in one country or more. It depends. For example, like that. So one of the kings of the seagulls, he was crying. He saw me. I just put some food outside and he saw me. And then he cried. He cried at the window. So I said, well, what is wrong? Something wrong? Are you hurt? So he said me, no, I'm sorry that you are so sick. You have so much pain. I said, how you know? So he said, your aura tells me. I said, oh, don't worry. This is just one of those things. It's not the worst thing. And I have that. I have pain. I do have pain here and there, now and then, whenever necessary, because of the work karma, because I'm one with the karma of the people, so I have to bear some. And he keeps crying, and then the next day others are also crying. I say, please, don't worry, I will be well soon. Recently, there's a beautiful king. Oh, he's so beautiful. For example, like that. So we humans, the human race, if they really know how helpful, how sympathetic the animal people are, even the wild birds, wild foxes, they are such beautiful souls. They are so wonderful. They're so sympathetic. They're so loving and kind. They tell the neighborhood what, but nobody listens. The humans mostly are deaf, dumb, and blind. The animal people are not. And we are killing such beautiful beings like that. Not to talk about killing each other, the ones who look just like us. How can we do that? So please stop all the wars. Just stop right now. No need excuses. No need to say anything anymore. Just sign peace and stop. And live with each other. Life is too short. If you continue to make war, then the climate will get worse. Even just a storm or even some flood, it affects everything. Affects other people as well, not just that region. If we don't have enough food, then everybody will get affected. Especially the poor people who don't have a lot of income, to be able to afford what the rich people can afford. When food is not enough, the price will go higher than the poor people cannot afford it. Most of the people in this world are at the poverty line. So please consider others. Even if you have enough food, you have a good house, many people don't have it. Every day I'm thankful. I thank God every day for whatever I have, because I know many don't have what I have. And even if I have pain, I'm also thanking God. I might moan, I might groan because it's painful sometimes. I can't concentrate when I'm working. It's difficult to concentrate when you have pain and when the medicine doesn't work. But I still know, I still thank God. I'm not complaining. I just have pain, but I know many people have more pain than that. Many other beings, like animal people, even trees, have more pain than I do. So I never complain. I just pray that God gives me strength to continue to bear it. And I'm thankful that it's not worse. We live in this world by the grace of God, by the blessing of heavens, by the merits of all the saints and sages and all the wonderful souls who practice spiritually and goodness to lend us all the blessing that we can share together on the whole planet. So please stop killing each other, because you never know whom you are killing. There may be wonderful souls. It would be wonderful to have him, her, continue to live on the planet so that we can share their blessing. And animal people, they are also saints and sages among them. You never know whom you kill. You might have killed a Buddha, a Bodhisattva, a saint, or a sage in a different form, either human form or animal person form. And your karma is incredibly huge. And you will be in hell for a long, maybe thousands of years, depends. Please, hell really exists. And it's tremendous suffering. I feel cold even to think about it. Just because you don't see hell, it doesn't mean you don't believe it. You must believe it. I never lied to you. For what reason should I tell you that hell exists when it doesn't? Just because you cannot visit at will but I can. My disciples can. And I tell you only the truth. Please stop all the killing. Please be vegan so that your soul will be forever blessed and happy. Whether you still come back to this world as humans or you be in heaven forever. Please believe me. I have no reason to tell you not the truth. I tell you only the truth. You are not my relatives in your thinking, but in my thinking, in my feeling, you are my family members. We live together on this planet home. And I know you. I know your soul. I don't want you to suffer. Please stop the war. Please be vegan. I ask only two things. Stop the war. Be vegan. Of course, we have many other, kind of war, like Cold War between countries, even though they don't shoot each other, but they damage each other's internet cables or, whatever, airplanes, or do any kind of things that make people's lives miserable and inconvenient. These are also warlike. And we also have heavy karma that we have to pay in hell for a long time. And there are also wars between animal people and humans as well. We keep killing them. This is a horrible war, and we have to pay heavily for every ounce of flesh we eat. We have to pay long, long, long suffering in hell. Whatever we do to the animal people, directly or indirectly, we will suffer just the same, and an even longer time, because there's interest. Just like when you borrow money from the bank, there is an interest rate. If you borrow money from somebody, you have to pay interest as well. I have to pay back the whole thing at least. There are laws in the universe that nobody can escape. In this world, there are laws in every country, different laws, but you might be able to escape by some clever means or somehow lucky or hide away, but with the heavenly eyes, nobody can escape, nobody can hide. The whole universe is transparent. Nothing escapes. Everything is clearly seen, clearly recognized, and clearly identified. We cannot cheat, even the smallest detail. Please pray with me every day for world vegan, world peace, so that we can have a lasting happiness and peaceful paradise on this beautiful, wonderful planet that we call home, and the home of our future generations to come. May God be with you. May God love you. May God's love be felt by you. May God's grace be recognized by you. May God's protection be recognized by you. May you return to your God-like nature as a children of God. May you remember that you are a future Buddha. May you remember that in your heart only goodness and holiness exist, because you are the temple of God, and the Holy Spirit dwells within you. Because you have the Buddha nature inside you. You have the God spark within you. May you remember that. May you return to your original God-like nature, the original children of God. May you know yourself soon, as soon as yesterday, so that you stop doing things that are against God's will, against your own original God nature. Stop all the killing, stop all the wars. Be vegan, please. Please, you will see the difference in your life. You will experience miracles. You will live long, healthy, happy, contented. and feel guilt-free. Your conscience will be clear. Amen. Dear God, please help us. Help us to be vegan, be peace. We have many things still to correct, but first be vegan, make peace. Then many other things will come. Then there will be no more drug dealers, no more drug people, no more alcohol, no more even cigarettes, no more human trafficking, no more of anything that is bringing suffering to us. Just be vegan, make peace. Then all the beautiful things will come into our world. Please, dear God, help us in that aspect. Amen. Dear God, we love you and we repent all our bad deeds. We're just vulnerable and weak in this world. Please forgive us and help us to be strong in order to recognize your will by being enlightened in the spirit. Please, even if I'm alone in praying to you, my prayer matters because I pray with all my heart. And you can see humans and animals suffer. Please, stop it all. Please stop it all. If humans cannot, please make them. Do something to make them. They're too poisoned, too wicked, too vulnerable. Please help us. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you. Okay, to all of you, I say so long for now. Take care of yourself. And know that I'm working every day with you and for you. Even if you don't see me, you don't hear me, I'm working day and night. And I will not stop until God takes me home. Anyway, please help to save our planet. You know it's urgent. Please watch Supreme Master TV. We report all the truthful news. Watch on the internet to see how many disasters are so frequently nowadays. Even in England alone, so many diseases suddenly just spring up everywhere, and the new COVID strain is spreading fast. My God, I read that in the news, on the internet. I don't have a lot of time, but I still need to do it. I sacrifice my sleep, my eating time. I eat when I work so that I can have more time to work and to know what's going on so that I can remind you and help you whatever I can. Please help yourself. Please help yourselves, all of you. I love you. I feel how you feel. I suffer with you every day. I cry with you. I laugh with you. I work with you. I never forsake you. Not even 1 second in my life. Please remember God. Please pray. Please turn vegan. You will be blessed. You will know more love from God, and more miracles will come into your life. I promise. Amen.
With folded hands in ineffable gratitude, we are humbly thankful for merciful Master's words of love and hope, ceaselessly guiding all beings toward our true heavenly origin. May your tireless sacrifices touch all of humanity's hearts just like they touch ours, sowing the seeds of a forever reunion with the divine. We pray that all souls be fully embraced by God's eternal grace and be saved in benevolence and compassion as they wisely choose the vegan way. Wishing precious Master to always be well, in tranquility and comfort with the mighty protection of all celestial beings. Please tune in for the broadcast of Supreme Master Ching Hai's message with more subtitles on Friday, August 18th, 2023, on Between Master and Disciples. Also, for your reference, please check out the previews related Between Master and Disciples conferences, such as Humans Must Cooperate and Be Vegan for Lasting Peace and Happiness, Heaven's Revelations about Future World Events, Heavens Assist Those on the Benevolent Vegan Path, Appreciate God's Leniency and Listen to His Commandments, Pray for World Liberation, Last Call to Turn Vegan and Repent Sincerely, etc. To view these and more related Between Master and Disciples conferences, all free for download, please visit suprememastertv.com and search for A Conversation with Demon.